Hey you guys, so today we're going to be talking about Bioshock. This is going to be another one of my 360 gem videos. Like I said, I really want to bring the 360 back. I want to, just be able to show all these great games that came out, anywhere from '06 to, they were coming out until 21, 22, depending what game it was. I think there was a lot of sports games that were still coming out, some dance related games. But Bioshock was definitely one of those hits that came out in 2008, 2007, and 2008. I remember this game, believe it or not. This one's in great condition. But believe it or not, I remember it because I was going with my cousin. He probably remembers this too. But we go to the Blockbuster and we were picking out some games. We saw this one and it looked cool, so we picked it out. Pretty sure we picked out a movie as well at the time. This was one of those ones that I'm pretty sure we put it down pretty fast because we were. There was this one scene which I'm going to show you guys that was a little terrifying, but definitely I've played this so many times. I've been playing it. I restarted a new one the other day. I restarted another one the day before, and I'm just having a great time. So, it's definitely one that I'll keep coming back to, and I want to put everyone on to. If you guys haven't played it already, it is a bit of an older title. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Hey guys, so here is Bioshock. I get to show you the nice scenery of the underwater city. Definitely something really beautiful to watch. Even in 2023, it's one of those games that it's just worth checking out. The graphics have aged so well. It's really something that I come back to, and I just get to enjoy. Even though it's 360 graphics, believe it or not, it's one of my favorite. Um, but yeah, it's just so beautiful all around. I played the remastered version, and the remastered version looks good, but really, in my opinion, I think I think the regular version is fine. It's still very beautiful to look at. There's only been a few games where I was like, wow, I gotta like run away from the screen. I gotta put my controller down for a minute. And this is one of those games where we literally, I'm pretty sure we put our controllers down, and I don't know if we ran out the room, but we definitely were pretty terrified. This game in one of the Dead Spaces I was playing back in the day, but we later on Dead Space we actually put down. This one we kept playing afterward, but oof. Now this part's fun. He said, "I aim to keep you alive. Now go out there and fight the splicer." That's terrifying. graphics are just so perfect. With this game, I actually completed on 100% on my other account, my musical tags account. And if you try to play it on like the highest difficulty, it's one of those games where you can kind of like use a lot of strategies to figure out how you want to go about basically beating the game on the hardest difficulty, and getting all the achievements. But you could use all these plasmids. They give you so many different plasmids. So you could use your electric, you could use your telekinesis, you could use um, what is it, the Big Daddy. Um, they got the Enrage, they got the Hypnotize Big Daddy, Incinerate, Insect Swarm, Security Bullseye. There's so many different plasmids you could use. Right now, I kind of haven't really gotten into that portion yet, but it will come. Basically, like, you get to use these plasmids. They give you like a ability, and each ability is a little different. Some of them very different, especially like telekinesis. You can kind of like throw the explosives back. There's just a lot you could do, but as I was saying, like the the way you want to go about doing a harder difficulty, you definitely have to do it like more strategically. Right now, I'm just playing on easy because we're just trying to, I'm just trying to stroll by. I'm a pretty um, casual when it comes to gaming. I'm not trying to 100 these anymore. Um, I'm just trying to have a good time, enjoy the graphics. So this is one of the plasmids here. Now that there, it's gonna allow him to have like I said, special abilities. Um, just make the game so much easier. It definitely gives it a little bit of strategy. Um, Depending on which section you are, you might need it to get into certain doors, or like open doors, or get through doorways. But there's so many things you could do. You can with the electric, it's very important to have around. You can basically disable most of the electronic um, weaponry or cameras, just about anything. It'll stop for a moment. The hacking aspect is one of my favorite. I don't actually show it in this clip, but you could hack um, turrets, cameras, um, pretty much anything electrical. You should be able to hack on this game. Some of them are a little bit more difficult, but as you play, you kind of get better at the hacking. You get faster, and then even the harder ones get easy. But there's also like an auto hack tool you could use. You got, you got Big Daddy and Little Sister. The auto hack tools, but is cool, but you don't really need it. Sometimes like you feel like it's just easier, which it definitely is easier. Now this is just beautiful too. Imagine just being in this tunnel and like that's crazy. There are games recently that came out within the last like 5 years, 6 years that try to replicate some of this like craziness. I should call it, maybe not crazy, but some of this type of action, I guess. And they totally missed the mark. They just couldn't. They couldn't do what I guess 2K did. And they'll keep the game in like what do they call it, alpha or beta, and then just never release it. So, or well, they'll release it, but they'll release it unfinished. They just won't come around to releasing it, which really sucks. They won't come around to finishing it, I should say. Now, this part was interesting right here. If you guys notice, if you've ever played before, which I'm sure a lot of you have. But right now, I think we're noticing a bug, and if you see, I've already walked through the entire room, and the splicer hasn't came out. I just wanted to show this because there's some bugs in the game here and there, very rare. Like I've talked to a few people, and they said like, no, there's really no bugs, but there's definitely a couple here and there. I usually don't have this issue though. I've never came across this, and I'll probably speed it up right now actually. But as you guys can tell, the splicer just did not come out. There should be one of the splicers right here. It's kind of like stuck at one scene. So I'm gonna move forward. We're gonna skip through this. All right. So I just fun this up a little bit just to show you guys that it's still the same problem, but you'll see it does eventually fix itself. There we go. There we go. Wherever the splicer is, I'm not sure, but there we are. Here we are. I thought I had him right there. On this difficulty, it's a lot easier. You just literally just mow through them. Even like the big daddies, you kind of like mow through them. Now this game is just as dark as it gets, really.
This is happening before and none.
What the heck? With like the alcohol stuff, just be careful. It takes away your Eve. Same thing with smoking. It kind of ruins your health on the game.
Charlie! Charlie, where you going? Charlie!
Hey Brenda, you care to tell me why you got a hole in the wall the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? Nah, I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare. I'm trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all I can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
Diaries are cool. You kind of get to like listen through the stories. Pay close attention. You could definitely put the story together in that way. Find all the diaries. I think there's an achievement as well. So Now I played this on 360, but they do have many versions of it. It's on most consoles.
If you spot a splicer in the water, hit him with the electrobolt.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Festus, working. Huh. Imagine my pride. Oh, she's like, I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock, silliest girl in Rapture.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute? You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you
Personally,
thought about right and wrong on the
I,
surface,
f- I feel like I'm
wasn't
doing
what
like a
you
speed
thought.
run right now for some reason. I'm just running through it.
Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
Oh my goodness.
That's the big daddy. She got it, Adam. He keeps her safe.
Now, just a shout out to Bioshock 2. It was a good game, good campaign. Not as good, not as good of a story as the first one, of course. But the second one, I could be wrong, but that multiplayer experience was amazing. I'm pretty sure they took it down. I wish I could. I don't know if they took. I'm pretty sure they took it down, but I think even if it was still up, a lot of people wouldn't. I don't think a lot of people would be very active on it. But it was a fun, definitely a fun multiplayer campaign. Not multiplayer campaign. It was a fun multiplayer versus online co-op type thing. It was cool. You get to use your abilities, and pretty sure you might have fought as Big Daddy. It's been so long since I played Bioshock 2, but I want to go back to it. If the online was still open, I would definitely play that.
Security alert in progress.
So yeah, the campaign on this is better in my opinion. The multiplayer on that is crazy. It's really good. Scary too. I can't believe he got me through the freaking right there.
is sent to you, the KGB wolf with the CIA jackal. Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or Baslovania, whichever you
Now this is some anticipation. There we go. So yeah, that was Bioshock 1. Definitely check it out when you get a chance. If you haven't already, maybe pick up a 360 if you can. But yeah, me and my buddy James, Barry Wolf Balish is going to be on the podcast. We're going to be reviewing. He's going to help me out. We're going to be reviewing TNA Impact. We're also going to be reviewing Ukes as a whole. I'm going to kind of make my own thing with the Ukes, but I'll have him explain a few things because he's pretty knowledgeable with wrestling. So we go to him. He's kind of like the host of the channel because he knows so much about wrestling, and as you guys know, I kind of do the tech related videos and the gaming side of everything. Something I love to do. But yeah, we're gonna have him on. We're gonna be talking about the TNA Impact game made by Midway. I'm gonna be talking about the impacts of Ukes on Xbox 360. They've had so many great wrestling games that they put out, and they're finally ending their run with 2K, and I think it's probably for the better. But we're gonna see some. I think we're gonna see some great games to come by Ukes. So we're gonna talk about that in the next one. But again, thanks again for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for the next 360 gems, and yeah, I'd love to see you guys again soon. Hopefully, we'll be back with another great episode. Thanks again for watching, everyone. At the bottom will be my first trade and my Robinhood links if you guys are interested. And everyone enjoy the rest of your day.